everybody, my name is Luke Mar and this is HauteLeMode, and today on HauteLeMode we are going to be reacting to Safiya Nygaard's I wore thigh-high Uggs for a week. Now you're probably saying, Luke, you have a death wish. And I'm saying, yeah, I know, I'm crazy. But in reality, I mean, anytime a YouTuber talks about fashion or uses fashion or buys fashion related things, I feel like it's my duty as a medium between the two worlds of fashion and YouTube. You know, it's my duty, it's my calling, it's just what I have to do. So, although I did make a video that was not well liked for comments that were mostly true, she was not wearing platform Crocs in a cute manner, and she honestly could have gave at least like a model walk once in the whole video. But I mean, I guess people just love watching people sidestep in platform Crocs. That sounds like a you problem. And I may also have apologized about making the first video, but it's almost 2019. So, I mean, different person, new me, new year, it's upon us. I also don't care, and I mean, I love Y Project, so we're just gonna talk about it. Now, before I get any further into the video, if you guys are looking for a channel that talks about fashion in the most fun, sassy, and bitchy analytical way, this is it, so you can go down below, hit the subscribe button, and turn on my post notifications. I mean, like, what do you have to lose? You're already here watching me react to thigh-high ugly Ugg boots. So I'm gonna put in just one singular AirPod because I have lost the other one. And we're gonna react, so get ready. Oh, I remember the music, it's triggering.
Hello, friends, and welcome to another video. This week, we're gonna be taking on yet another questionable fashion item, thigh-high Ugg.
In the case of Y Project, where the runway collection is being put on the screen, not questionable. Other people wearing just regular thigh-high Ugg creations is a different story, okay?
Yes, that's right. Your middle school self's favorite winter shoes have gone sexual. Well, maybe not sexual, but they've definitely grown up. Now,
They've glowed up, ma'am.
I was aware of these Uggs back in January of this year when designer brand Y Project
shout
on
out
the runway during Paris Fashion Week. Yes, that is the same Y Project of 4-foot long sleeve denim jacket fame.
I feel like if you're mad at the 4-foot of denim sleeve, that's a you problem. I can't help you with that, okay? So, just putting it out there.
With one glance at these boots, as always, the internet had feelings. Bizarre thigh-high Ugg boots divide the internet. This Y Project...
Okay, the Y Project thing, I just want to say, it's guerrilla marketing. It's how fashion companies are operating now, and I don't see it as an issue. Also, I did a really extensive explanation of guerrilla marketing in the fashion industry when I did my Balenciaga video, which you can watch right here, because I put a lot of work into that video and it did not get as many views as I hoped, so please watch it.
But regardless of whatever feelings people have about this mid-2000s fever dream, here are the facts. They are very tall, they seem very warm, although I guess that's not a fact, and they are much more expensive.
$1,200, that's a lot.
Sisters, which aren't all that cheap to begin with. But because
okay, I agree with her.
I bought them, and now they're here. Tyler, I actually might need your help. I don't think I can just like...
Honestly, I wish I had the coin to buy Ugg boots from Y Project.
Oh, all right. So this large package is my Uggs. I am pretty impressed by the size of the box.
Before we get any further into the video, I just want to make the case for the Y Project Ugg boots. I just want to say that there are chic versions of it, just saying, like, they exist.
And I was also even more impressed by the size of like...
That is a big box.
...that these came in. We had recently ordered a sofa and we thought it could possibly be a sofa. It's a little sticky. Oh, there we go. All right, so I'm going to open up the tissue paper.
They're big.
So here is a thigh-high Ugg the size of a third grader. Oh my god, it can stand up on its own. Oh no,
those are gigantic.
I mean, besides like the intimidating height, it does look mostly like a normal Ugg. It's definitely more like wrinkly up here, but down here, it's got the sort of...
I just want to address the wrinkly. That's called ruching, just so everybody knows. Ruching is a technique in fashion, in garment making, where essentially you pull the string in the garment, or you sew a shorter amount of string in the garment, and the fabric scrunches to the seam. That's what it is. That's a bad explanation of ruching, but Now you know the word for it.
Sort of signature flat Ugg shape. They did have a
I don't love the
thigh-high
flat
Ugg version, but I felt like looking at that one, it was missing some of the classic essence of Ugg.
You had the chance, you knew about it, and you didn't do it. Safiya, it's almost like you haven't watched my other video. You're hurting my soul. Because somebody is living their Y Project Ugg fantasy, and it's not me, so you know what? You need to fucking get on it, okay?
Alright, and there's boot number 2. You can't see me anymore, because the Ugg is blocking my entire
They're very
view. This is where I live now.
wide.
In a cave made of Uggs.
Up top.
This is like Eeyore's house. I'm like a little bit speechless just from the sheer height of these things, but based on the title of this video, I think I'm gonna have to wear them. So let's try.
So am I, honestly. Like, I'm kind of like, I don't even know what to do with them. They're big.
Like crotch height, you know, pube height, if you will.
Pube high Uggs.
All right, do you want to take a look inside?
Yeah. All right, so there's your classic Ugg interior.
If I wasn't me, I would think that that was awful, but pube high Uggs.
Taking it inside the
All right,
Ugg here,
fine.
guys.
This is
Oh,
like a colonoscopy.
that is the view from Australia.
All right, so without further ado, let's put my feet in here. Oh my God. Okay, I'm in. My foot's in. I think that the top could go a little higher, but I think that it has reached a point where my thigh is too thick for like the leg opening.
It looks like
I kind of like when she like pulls them up. It's kind of like aesthetic. Like I'm kind of into it. And also I've never actually worn Uggs, just as an FYI. I know that's like bad and I probably should have, just for like the historical factor of it. But I can't like speak on the experience of wearing an Ugg up to your thigh, you know? What that feels like, what the warmth is like. I know that they're like sheepskin in, or sheep fur or something like that inside,
I
but
guess. I mean, they're incredibly cozy. I feel like from this level of my leg down, I'm just in a giant blanket, which is awesome. And actually inside right now, I'm not too hot, but I'm worried about my mobility as it is a little bit hard to walk around because the Uggs hit each other. But I guess that's something we're gonna...
I just feel like for her sake, she should have just bought the stilettos. Why? Why couldn't you do that? I know thigh-high Uggs, like, you know, I get it, like, video, but, you know, buy a second pair on the side and wear them out and about and live your best life. Like, please? Try? Please? I only ask one thing. I'm not asking much.
So for day one of our Ugg venture, I wanted to style the Uggs like Y Project had styled them for their runway show. So I have this sort of like oversized white long sleeve turtleneck t-shirt.
I'm not like, oh my god, I love this, but I'm not like, oh my god, that's awful.
Sort of like wrinkle or blouse effect that Y Project has on their garment. I also went for some floofy hoop.
And I like that she's trying. She's safety pinned to create a ruffle.
How Y Project
okay. You know what?
I'm not sure
I feel like we've, you know, we're compromising somewhere. She's trying, at least. This, like, looks semi-okay. Semi-okay.
I would say
Semi.
it's a wrinkled and comfy vibe. The specific designer who sort of like came up with the idea for this collab,
Glenn Martens. Glennmartens. Glenn Martens. Just so you know.
really seems
Glenn
to work
Martens.
on like the softness of the Ugg. So I feel like in general it's supposed to be like...
Wait, can we go back really quick because the quote says, putting on Uggs is like putting your foot in a warm pot of butter. Honestly, if I was a fashion writer, I'm pretty positive like that would be a way I would describe the looks on the runway, you know? Putting your foot in a warm pot of butter, but except it's up to your thigh in butter.
Uggs and like the single scrunch of the shirt.
Ruching.
And I do think that that is like reflective of Y Project's like general aesthetic. They seem to love like wrinkly, scrunched, draped, oversized things.
You are like a human couch potato.
Yes.
I like that she can appreciate Y Project. She's finally, you know, gone into the vibe. She's a customer. She has multiple Y Project pieces. Honestly, you know what? Give her an invite to the show. Let her wear some cray look. I think that that's appropriate. That's good PR. She is a customer. You know, she's not the Jeffree Star Gucci, but I mean, two pieces is too many, maybe.
But in the sun, I'm like a sweat ball. Oh, I'm warm. I'm warm. Everyone, I'm warm. I I'm like wading through peanut butter, but it's just like ugh. Which sort of does raise the question for me, how did people walk down a runway gracefully in these? Because I tried to come up with like a...
You know what, let's investigate that claim. Y Project Fall 2018. Just a small history on the Y Project Ugg boot collab. It came out in fall of 2018 at the menswear shows. And then it came out in fall of 2018 at the womenswear shows, because they're like 3 months, 2 months apart. So it was a long haul collaboration. Also, if you guys have ever seen the Y Project Ugg campaign photos, they're my favorite things. I would like to have been considered for one of the campaign photos. Like, I would have been good, I think. I think I really would have sold the garment, but you know what? That's not my choice, not my decision. Oh, there they are, the boots. Oh, these are the stilettos. Oh, they're so big, I love them. I need to put them on my body. I feel like I should get a Y Project sponsorship as well. They're very chic. I like the oversized boot trend. Like a thigh high that doesn't stick to your thigh, I think is much chicer than a thigh high that does stick to your thigh. Thigh high for the skinny thigh. Queer eye for the skinny thigh. I mean, these girls sold the garment. Like, let's not get it twisted, sisters. And there were like other Y Project shoes that were like Ugg mules, Ugg men's boots, Ugg sandals. So, you know what? It's possible to sell the garment. That's not a runway walk though.
Because as you walk, the
So I just want to address anybody that's like, you're making fun of her walking. Like, since when is swinging your legs like that? Okay, no. Since when is swinging your legs like that runway walking? What runway are you walking on?
And it wasn't very good.
Hey, Tyra always says you want to have a signature walk. That's a signature walk.
Maybe Project Runway, but I can't think of any other brand that would let somebody walk like that.
For day 2, I wanted to look to a celebrity who has actually
Rihanna.
worn the thigh-high
Oh, Dua
Uggs
Lipa.
for my outfit inspiration. So I went for a loose recreation of Rihanna's thigh-high Ugg outfit, and her general aesthetic was Ugg, a lot of gold jewelry, and a sort of like brown-toned scarf tied around her body. Though she did have
It's
like the
tulle,
pointed-toed and
and it's
thigh-high
draped
Uggs,
around her body,
but
but
the color
sure.
scheme and general proportions were the same, so I feel like the look was somewhat transferable. So to capture her look, I went for a copper-toned velvet dress from Fashion Nova. I'm a Nova babe.
Okay.
Everyone, I am a Nova babe. Which obviously isn't quite as
For what it
bold as
is,
just wearing some
I
strategic fabric.
kind of like
I'm not
it.
sure
I
I'm
think with
ready
like the
for
bob,
this.
it reminds me of
Isn't.
That's true.
Dua
Ad
Lipa,
distributors
so
are
I'm kinda
looking
like
for the scarf.
No.
But if you
sentimental
have a
'cause I
little
like Dua
drapery
Lipa.
in a similar location to some of
So.
her scarf's ties, creating sort of a comparable tan
I
and
don't
bunchy effect. I will
hate
say
it.
this sort of like
Again, it's not, I'm not like, oh my god, this is the best thing I've ever seen, but I'm also not like, oh my god, this is disgusting, get it out of my face.
Oh, God.
You know, I'm interested by it.
Overall, I think I get what she's going for by trying to match
It's
her top
like
to the
watching
boots.
a thing that you want to look away from, but you can't.
Like a bronze man. But even though I had attempted to go for a more wearable, so for our third
Okay, I like
day,
this third
I
look.
wanted to finally take my fate into my own hands.
Although I
and
do
try
wish
and
that she was
style
wearing the
these
black
Uggs for
ones, because the
myself.
black ones
So
are
I have
very
sort of like
chic.
a loose
Just
black
saying.
turtleneck sweater dress, as well as some
I like a
exciting
black turtleneck, and then it's
taking
ribbed.
shots from
It's a
far
ribbed
away
black
because my
turtleneck,
sideburns
so
are out and
I'm like,
out.
okay,
My
I
thought
love that.
process when choosing this outfit was that I
I
had
don't
to
know, it's
find
not
something
that
short
offensive.
enough
I
to,
think
like,
they're
show
hard
off
with
the Uggs in
pants.
their
I think like
entirety,
with
but I
a
also
dress,
want
a
something
short
autumnal
dress,
to, like, go
it works
with, like,
really
the
well,
coziness of the
but I
Uggs.
think
I
if
haven't
you wear
worn a
pants
sweater
under them,
in a
unless they're
while.
like
coming up with
skin
sweater
tight, and they're chic, and they go with a brown, so like a light denim, that kind of stuff, I think it's hard to like pull them off. But this is okay. I like this. I can honestly say I'm okay with myself saying I like this outfit.
And though I feel like it's pretty common knowledge that Uggs get worn in over time, I guess
Oh,
just
yeah.
thinking about the price of these, one would hope that they would be a little hardier.
Okay, wait, just, I've never had Uggs, so I don't really know what it's like to be an Ugg owner, but do we not think, looking at that creased photo of the Uggs, that that could have possibly been what was inspiring Glenn Martens to make the ruching on these thigh-high Uggs. Like, try and tell me that fashion is not a mirroring image of our current culture or a current culture. Like, Glenn Martin, sweetie, you are a genius. And I don't know if that's really what your inspiration was, but, like, I'm gonna say on this video that that's what your inspiration was, and everybody else is gonna believe that that's what your inspiration was. So, you're a genius. You're making a cultural commentary statement through these ruched thigh-high Ugg boots. We stan.
So for day 4,
oh no, okay, fuck that. What is that? That's gross. Let's, no, I don't want to watch
the mid-2000s inspired outfit.
The photo just changed.
This
I know.
is me 10 years later. These are the Uggs 10 years later.
Yeah.
Remember Uggs? This
No.
is what they look like now.
Why?
Feel old yet? So for this outfit, I went for a denim mini skirt to really hone in on that iconic weather-confused look, which is essentially normal LA clothes, but also Uggs. As well as
Okay, but like the short Uggs were like chic. You know? Like the short Uggs in the early 2000s were like chic. I don't think that this is chic.
Though my memory of Uggs begins in the 2000s, which is, from what I can tell, really when they became fashionable among the youths, Uggs actually have a somewhat lengthy history. My knees are hot. I think now I owe 15 cents to Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
Before the pink, juicy, mini-skirted era of the Ugg heyday, before their mainstream breakthrough as one of Oprah's favorite things in 2000, and before they were featured on the feet of the US Winter Olympic team in 1994, Uggs were a surfing shoe. In the 1960s...
See, the thing I actually really do enjoy about Safiya is that she puts in like an educational aspect to her videos, and so like I think it's nice to see somebody like actually teaching about why fashion is the way it is or why something is the way it is.
It's less avant-garde because you're like, yeah, I remember that.
I mean, I don't remember these, but I remember something like these.
And even though I never
See,
owned my
when she
own
does that
Uggs as a
dancing,
young-
walking
this
shit,
look
it
took
makes me
back
upset.
to a different
But besides that, I think I'm like warming up to Safiya Nygaard
And you're a teenager.
wearing insane fashion
I'm just slightly less
things
hormonal,
and
and I've got a bit of a bigger butt. But besides that,
giving a good, you know, analysis of the experience of wearing such
Tyler and I
insane
happened
fashion
to be
things.
traveling to Philadelphia to visit Tyler's family, and
I feel like we're
taken
becoming
my
friends,
Uggs
in
with
my
me
mind.
so they can
Only in my
experience
mind,
some
probably,
colder
but
weather.
I feel like we're
One
becoming
unexpected
friends.
obstacle was the question of how to get them to Philadelphia. Now, I was all ready to like stick my little things back in my Uggs and pack them up.
Oh my god.
They are larger than our suitcase. And though I could have like folded them in half, I was concerned based on the fact that they had already started to crease in other places, that they would just get like a big crease down the middle.
You know what this means, right?
I think I'm gonna have to wear them on the plane. And needless to say, I probably should have just packed them. So for day 5, our first day in Philly, I wanted to go for sort of like a winter casual
like,
outfit. Sort of like an outfit you might
again,
actually
I'm not
wear
like,
with
oh
Uggs,
my
but the
god,
Uggs are just
that's the
really
best thing I've
big.
ever
So my
seen, but
usual
I'm
winter
also
casual
like,
would, of course, be
if
all
somebody
black,
who
but
is
I
not,
tried to, like, mix up the shades in this outfit.
like,
This
fashion,
outfit would
fashion,
look like a block of
were to wear them,
black
like that would
with
be
a
something that I feel like they would want to wear them with, and honestly, it's not really that bad. Like, it makes sense. Like, I get it, you know?
We went to the art
Because, like,
museum,
not fashion
which is
people have
also
already,
home
like,
to the
destroyed the
Rocky
idea of a
steps,
thigh
the
high
steps
with
that he runs
the
up
fact
in
that they
while
wear
he's
them all
training.
of the time in, like,
You're gonna sweat a lot.
non-fashion-related circumstances,
Jog
but,
up
like,
and then, like, you know.
this seems to make sense. Like, if my family were to buy these, this is, like, what they would do when they wear them. Like, this is what they would wear them with. So, in an effort not to get disinvited from Christmas, it's fine.
I let the Ugg inside
Shearling.
wild, and I ended up in a head-to-toe Ugg-themed ensemble.
Oh, Shearling.
I see your thigh-high Uggs, and I raise you.
Okay, personal adage in here. I have, like, a really big obsession with shearling. Like, it's, like, the one thing that have, like, a small issue with in terms of buying. Like, I own a lot of it, and it's not really necessary, but, like, I own a lot of it. So I appreciate this. Look, maybe I need to buy the Ugg Y Project shoes.
Y Project.
Guys, if I start a
one thing that's
Patreon,
interesting
will
to
you
note is
fund
that I was
me
able to
buying
actually, like, get all of these other items in
Y
store
Project
right
products?
now, which I'm not sure is indicative
Will
of
you
the
guys fund me
popularity of
doing
Uggs,
these
but
kinds of videos where I
rather the
buy insane
popularity
fashion
of
items and then wear them out and about in life?
Valley Forge Park outside of Philadelphia.
Should I start a
Just letting
Patreon?
everyone
Okay,
know
maybe I'll think
where
about
we
it.
are. In
Okay, like,
addition
I
to matching the Uggs,
really do
as
love
well as the
shearling, and I feel like I should, like, just 1, 2, 3. And this is only at, like, my apartment collection. I feel like in solidarity with Safiya, I'll put on a shearling just because. Like, that's, you know, what kind souls do. I feel like we're becoming pals.
I decided to go for another assortment of
Oh god, I'm having, like, PTSD, the flashbacks.
What terror hath you
I remember
unleashed
that
into
tool
Pennsylvania?
So to pair
fucking
with
shirt.
my Uggs, I brought out the Y Project 4-foot long sleeve denim jacket, as well as my
Why?
ASOS band ruffle tee, and my never before seen hairy leggings.
Dear Thigh High Uggs, you started on Dua Lipa and Rihanna, and now
I-
you're here. Look, we call that the reverse Drake.
I think that the Y Project jacket was a definite must.
I have
seeing
to
as it
go.
is also from Y Project, and it also features some scrunching elements.
Those are
You know,
fucking
wrinkles
vile.
make the outfit
Those are the most
consistent.
disgusting things that I've ever seen in my entire life.
I thought it was gonna be
I've
terrible.
never
It's still not
actually
great,
been
but I feel
more
like it's
disgusted.
helping it be more cohesive. Now, the hairy leggings aren't necessarily my favorite so-called
That is the
ugly
biggest
pants.
waste of
It's actually
fabric
probably the stretching that's most
and
upsetting because it's giving
clean
it sort of like a
drinking
greenish
water.
hue.
Yeah.
As some of you guys may know, we do
Ever.
have a few pairs of ugly pants, including our clear knee mom jeans,
I
completely
really can't
clear
believe
jeans,
that
8-foot
she
long
owns
jeans, and also
those
like a couple of other assorted pants.
But it's hard
hairy
to find things that will fit
legging-
inside the Uggs.
Why?
I thought if
Why?
I put
Legging.
anything plastic
Hairy
in there, it would
leggings.
either fog
Why?
up or not fit.
So hairy
Stop.
leggings it was. Now, though I wouldn't
I
say
feel
this
so
was our
uncomfortable.
best ugly outfit, it was
Oh my god.
nice.
All right, I feel like we should probably head home before I'm banned from Pennsylvania forever.
The flicking
thigh-high Uggs.
of
As for
the
style
Y
of these
Project
guys,
jacket
I would
out
honestly say
was
I don't
disgusting.
think they're that bad, especially in some more wintry weather where their imposing coziness seems more justified. However, what I did think was kind of disappointing was how quickly they started to
Okay, I think we're good. All in all, I guess I've warmed up to the idea of Safiya wearing ugly fashion items of clothing. I guess. I'm not like super sure, but I think we're like getting somewhere. You know, I'm not having like as many visceral reactions as I did the first time I reacted to one of her videos, and like honestly I think that like the Ugg boots from the ankle up are cute. Again, I will reiterate that there are much better options in terms of the black Ugg boots and stiletto Ugg boots. I will make that clear, and I think that she made the wrong life choice. But all in all, I mean, I'm not that mad at the video. It's better than the last one. I don't feel like I'm gonna have to make an apology video about this one, so again, feeling semi-decent. Yeah, and now I'm just like more invested in actually purchasing those Ugg Y Project boots when they go on sale. For the collection, for the archive, you know? I'm not gonna purchase them because I don't have the fucking money, but if I did, I would. And that would be that on that. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know what you think of the Ugg thigh-high Y Project boots in the comments below. I'd like to know your comments, concerns, critiques, because I mean, there's a lot to say about them, but all in all, I mean, I've learned some things through this video. Ugg boots have always been ugly. Glenn Martins is a genius, and we continue to stan him. Safiya Nygaard actually puts out some pretty good educational content, and I'm here for it a little bit. So yeah, and with that, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. I will see you guys on the next video, and TTYL.